Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. We are cranking out some videos tonight, I'm telling you. So right now we're going to look at a Boker Solingen Germany. Now there is a thrift store that showed up, and I walked in, and the first thing I always say, hey, y'all got any pocket knives? Or I don't go crazy on it, but that's usually what I ask them, and they'll let you know pretty quick. So the guy working there said, yes, we did have some come in, and they sold every one of them. I said, well, sometimes you miss out. I gave them my info, said, hey, if some more come in, let me know. I'll definitely be willing to check them out. He was a really, really nice guy. He said, actually, I bought them. So I said, oh, okay. So he had told me that he had bought some knives there, and he said there were 3 case knives, is what he told me. So I was pretty excited, and I said, well, look, if anyone can date a case knife, I can. So let me know. If you want to bring them up here one day, I'll tell you what you got. We'll talk about it. You might want to make a couple of dollars here. I may want to buy them from you personally. So anyway, we talked about it. He said he would bring them. I showed up one day, and believe it or not, I get there, and he didn't have 3 case knives. He had a Boker Solingen, and he had 2 Cutmaster knives. So anyway, we were talking. This one was very, very dirty. He's wanting to sell all 3 to me. I said, no, I'm not interested in them. I've got a bunch of Cutmasters already, Stockmans. I said, but I do like that Boker that's so nasty. And we talked about it. He said, let's do a deal. So anyway, when we get to the table, I'll tell you more about the deal. But it was very dirty when I picked it up. I took it home, cleaned it up real good. And a few days later, I was back in there, and I showed him how good it cleaned up. He didn't care. He made some money, and it was all good. Well, I think he made some money. We'll see when we talk about it in a minute. But pretty cool knife. It's I don't have a lot of Boker Soligens. I really don't. I've got a bunch of Boker USA knives, but this one I just liked it. Had the match strike pull on it, and I thought it was something I could work with. I said, I needed a project that week. I said, give me something to clean tonight. So I bought it from them. Anyway, guys, let's go to the table. We're going to take a look at it, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, I am back. I really wish I had showed y'all this knife when it was dirty. So, like I was telling you, this guy said he had 3 case knives, had me all excited. I show up, and he's got 3 Stockmans, which is still cool. I like knives. I'm not a knife snob. I like them all. So anyway, he had this one on there, and the handles on this one are kind of a reddish brown. It's more of a brown look to me. Or maybe it's a brownish black now that I'm looking at it. Well, I see some brown in there. But it had a cool jigging pattern on it. This was completely black, and but I could tell what it was. I saw the little old tree brand sign right here. See that tree, that Boker symbol? Had Soligen on there, so I knew it was good steel. I knew it was going to be a good knife. Also, I saw that match strike pull, and I said, I like that. So I said, I'm getting this. So let's take a look at it. First of all, let's measure it. We're just going to make everybody happy. All right, so we're not at, it's not a full, this light's messing me up. It's not a full 4 inches. It's a little less than 4 inches. So anyway, let's take a gander here. Lay that over there. So when I bought this, let me zoom out. Well, I guess I am zoomed out. Let me turn it here. Okay. So when I bought it, it was very, very dirty. These blades were black. And, a lot of times when you buy one like that, you're like, is it going to be pitting under there or not? I rubbed my finger across it. I didn't feel any pits. So I said, I think this is going to clean up very, very nice. And it did. Let's zoom in here on the tang. So actually, this is going to be a good example. You see how dark it is right here? That's how dark it was all over when I got it. And I probably should clean that too. I will later. But it's stamped Boker Solingen Germany. Now, that particular stamp is used in the 60s I'm guessing this is a 60s, 70s knife based on that stamp. And there's nothing on this side, I don't believe. Nope. See how dirty that is? I'm telling you guys, that whole thing was that dirty. And I can get my Dremel out and do that, or I can get that knife eraser and go in that side and do it. But I got it snapped back for sure. But an excellent blade, carbon steel, super sharp. Listen to this snap. Bam. Snaps open. It's got the old match strike pull there. See, it's got them little ripples there. Has anyone ever used a match on a knife? I'm curious. I've never used it. But that's what they call it, match strike. I guess you could put a match there and strike it, but I've never seen anyone do that. I don't even think it's a real thing. I think it's just a cool name. The blade is full. It is sharp because I sharpened it. Because I was carrying this for a few days just so I could run back into them and see them. It's got a sheep's foot blade here. It's a full blade as well. Looks good. Nothing stamped on here, I don't believe. We'll zoom just to make sure. Nah, there's a little grease on there where I put some oil on it. Check out that patina going on there. It's really smooth there. That's just patina. It's not pitting or anything. But very clean. Need to polish it probably a little more, but you know, it's not like it's a super expensive knife, so I probably won't. I might. Spay blade here. I don't know if that's oil or, yeah, it's a little bit of oil on there. Sometimes I'll put some 3-in-1 oil. I know a lot of people use rim oil and all that, but I use whatever's close by, and I just put a little 3-in-1 there, a little 3-in-1 here. I'll wipe the blade with it sometimes. But, you know, people have used 3-in-1 oil for, heck, as long as I can remember. I've seen people use it for guns and everything, but a lot of people like rim oil the best. I just don't have any, so I used what I had. Pretty sharp edge there. Cool clip point. Or not clip point, spay blade. Listen at me. I'm telling you guys, I've done a lot of videos tonight, so getting tired and crazy. I like how the spay blade looks there. It has that little dip down. Very, very neat. But I thought it was a cool knife. I definitely thought it was worth the money. So let's talk about that. So when I got there, he said, hey, I got these 3 knives. He'd already told me he paid $10 a piece for them. And he wanted $50 for them. And I said, so that's, you know, I don't really need them, dude. I got a lot of knives. But this one was so dirty. I said, I tell you what, though. I said, I don't know if you want to spend the time cleaning one up, but I'll give you your money back on this one. And he decided that it was worth it to him, so we did. So he got his money back. He got his time back because he didn't have to clean it. And I got a cool knife out of the deal. Very cool. I like it. I carried it for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. Used it to, you know, open some boxes, do things like that. Open letters. I mean, I'm not using my knives every day in the field or anything. I'm not skinning animals or anything. I'm just playing with them and cutting light work on them. But a very, very cool knife. Now this handle material, I was looking at it, and at first I was wondering, is it Delrin? Is it bone? I can't tell. And I really still can't. I want to say it's bone, but then a part of me thinks Delrin, so I'm not positive. Tell me what you guys think. But it's a very well-made handle material. I don't think it's going to crack or anything unless I drop it off on some concrete. But a cool knife, good size, good pocket knife. I mean, I'm telling you, Stockmans were all around good knives. That's why you see so many older people that carry these. You know, you got 3 blades. You've got a big blade for whatever they want to use. Got your old spade blade here for detail work, I guess you could say. The old spade blade here. I've seen a lot of people peel apples with these blades, but I'm not an apple peeler. I eat the peels, but I've seen a lot of old people. For some reason, they always peeled a knife, or not peeled a knife, peeled an apple. But a cool knife. I bet everybody or not everybody, but most people watching, I bet your grandfather had a Stockman. It was just the knife that a lot of the older generation used. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, hit that like button. If you can hit it more than once, hit it more than once, but I bet you can only do one time. Anyway, guys, y'all have a great night. We'll see you on the next video.